Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless sees some big things happening for two couples, including Claire Grace Newman and Billy Abbott and their partners. First, I want to talk about Billy and Sally Spectra and a big move he makes this week. Billy, as you know, is a wild card when it comes to relationships. He doesn't have the best track record. Not only does he take risks and gambles wildly, not just with money, but also with love and feelings, but he's also been known to cheat. The larger issue is that he is unreliable, as his exes will tell you. Victoria Newman has been let down by Billy more times than I can count. Plus, he was unfaithful to her. One of the biggest betrayals I can think of was when he slept with Summer Newman while he had been seeing her mom, Phyllis Summers. That happened right before he went off to gambling rehab. What a way to leave Genoa City. To be fair, Billy has also been handed his fair share of heartache by the women in his life, most notably his mother, Jill Abbott. Billy's mommy issues make things very hard in his relationships. If you don't remember, he had just proposed to Phyllis, and they were sitting together at Nick Newman Joshua Morrow and Sharon Newman Sharon Case's most recent wedding when the bride blew up and Sharon revealed that Nick and Phyllis had slept together. Billy immediately called off their engagement about 5 minutes after he'd proposed. When he was seeing Chelsea Lawson Newman Melissa Claire Egan about a year ago, she fell back into bed with her ex, Adam Newman Mark Grossman, who was Billy's chief nemesis, the worst possible person she could have cheated with. However, I will say that Billy has been a pretty good partner to Sally, and he hasn't really let her down yet like he's done in the past with other relationships. At the same time, Sally has her eyes wide open about Billy. When he wouldn't let up on the idea of pursuing Chancellor, Sally put her foot down and demanded that Billy respect the risk she took by leaving Marchetti. That's when he named Sally the CEO of Abbottcom. This week, Billy makes some sort of commitment to Sally. I don't think it's about business simply because Billy already named Sally CEO of the company. I get the feeling that what Billy does is more personal and hopefully more romantic. Although Sally and Billy got involved pretty much as a rebound when Adam and Chelsea cheated on them, it's clearly grown into a real relationship with real feelings. I suspect Billy may ask Sally to move in with him. But what I think would be much more romantic and obviously much more of a commitment is if Billy proposes to Sally because she has stuck with him through thick and thin. I definitely think she's proved she is a loyal partner. Then again, if Billy asks Sally to marry him, I'm not sure she'd say yes because she may think this is him gambling again, but gambling on love. She may want to take it more slowly. Sally may prefer to move in with Billy and give it a test run before she commits. Either way, there is a really big change coming for Sally and Billy. This week, Claire snaps at him and asks, "What's next? A baby?" She feels like things with Kyle are out of control. He's moving way too fast after being dishonest with her. It's important to remember this is Claire's first and only relationship, and she's got some serious emotional issues because she was raised by crazy, vengeful Jordan Howard Colleen Zink. Claire already warned Kyle that dishonesty was a trigger for her. But he didn't listen to Claire, and he didn't listen to his parents, Jack Abbott Peter Bergman and Diane Jenkins Susan Walters. When they said, "Slow your roll," Kyle went ahead and pulled out that big old ring. When Claire asked when he had bought it, Kyle said he did it that same day on Young and the Restless. From Claire's perspective, Kyle got caught in a lie. He'd been kissing another woman. Claire isn't sure whether he intended to cheat or not. Then he ran and bought a ring and proposed. Of course, she's skeptical. Claire walks out on the proposal and refuses to kiss him goodnight. Then she runs into Holden Novak Nathan Owens, who has a huge crush on her. When he asks what's wrong and encourages Claire to talk to him, she decides she wants to get drunk because she has never been drunk before. Of course, Holden is totally down with that. What I'm wondering is whether Claire may wake up in bed with Holden. That would probably shock Claire, but I know it would thrill Holden because he is head over heels in a big old crush on her. Since Claire has never been drunk, she's probably a real lightweight, and she's been doing all these first-time experiences. You never know. This might be her first experience cheating on a boyfriend. What I think is interesting about this, though, is I actually don't think if she got drunk and slept with Holden, Claire would lie to Kyle Michael Mealer about it. If she wakes up with Holden Nathan Owens, I think she'll go, whoops. But then she probably won't be a hypocrite, and I think she would come clean to him. This would kind of put Claire on the back foot, because Kyle did stop short of sleeping with Audra. But at the same time, Claire doesn't know if he intended to stop or maybe it was happenstance. Remember, Audra told her, "He kissed me in Paris." What still hasn't come out is the whole truth, because it wasn't just a kiss on Young and the Restless. Audra came to his door scheming right after they found out Damian Kane Jermaine Rivers had died. Kyle answered the door in a towel, presumably wearing nothing else, and then they started making out. They wound up on the bed. He was on top of her in only a towel, and then finally stopped it. But there was full body contact. I think everybody was watching that going, whoa, is this going to stop or not? So if Claire had a snapshot of what happened in that train car, I don't think she would feel very bad if she woke up next to Holden. If it does happen that way, honestly, Kyle has nobody to blame but himself. We'll see how this week shakes out, and whether we have Billy and Sally getting much closer to a happily ever after, and Kyle and Claire getting much further away from their happy ending. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.